Should superheroes have their own jails?
Like the Flash.
Or the Arrow? Well, I'm Matt.
And I'm Carter.
And welcome to It Is Kind of a Gray Area.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, this one's going to be super.
Yeah, big things are changing around here. Matt is not drinking water today.
I'm not.
He's drinking water, but it's been spiked with something.
It's spiked water. It is. It's a multicolored. You know what? It's this.
Is that like the Mio's thing?
Yeah, it's a Mio drink.
Mio, that's what it is.
Peach mango. Ugh, so good.
Yeah.
It's my new favorite.
Anyway, today, IKAGA brought to you by Mio.
No, it's not.
No.
But feel free, Mio. Peach mango.
Yeah, we don't turn down money in general. Depending. I mean, there's something. We wouldn't accept money from ISIS. Like, if they wanted to advertise through us.
I would accept peach mango from them, though. It's so good.
Like, you would take peaches and mangoes from them.
Yeah. So
okay.
I steal from ISIS.
Okay.
I hope you guys got that from this episode.
Right, but you're not saying that you would take payment in peaches and mangoes to provide services for ISIS.
No, I would not.
Okay, speaking of crime, we're talking about another superhero thing today.
Yeah, and this one could get a little dicey because, first off, they're superheroes, so they have kind of like a carte blanche on a lot of things that they do.
Yeah.
Like, it's just very accepting to a lot of people. But they have their own jails.
Yeah, so this might not be something everyone's familiar with, so let's give the lowdown on this real quick. On the CW's popular shows, The Arrow and The Flash, both characters throughout the show's history have had their own prison, jail cell kind of thing going.
And they play it off as like, oh yeah, well, we have to.
Yeah.
Just the way it is.
Like The Arrow, he has this particle accelerator that gave him his powers, and so they'll lock people inside these little cells that are in the particle accelerator.
The pipeline.
Yes, and you don't really hear much. They never talk about them again. There's never like, oh, we'll throw them in there, and then like Joe, the cop, is like, oh yeah, we'll have CCPD pick them up later. It's like, no, that's just where they live now.
Yeah.
You're just in a lab, just trapped by physicists.
They'll pull them out like 2 years later, like, oh, yeah, the turtle's been in there for like 2 years. We need him now. Let's pull him out of the pipeline. It's like, He's been in there for 2 years?
The turtle's a character. It's not just a turtle that they keep locked away for some reason.
The Flash does not have a pet turtle. Although that would be great if the Flash had a super slow animal as a pet.
Yes, that would be great. But I'm just picturing like the circumstances that would lead to them arresting a turtle.
Yeah.
Where you just have some other supervillain come in and just disintegrate everyone in a room, but there's a turtle that was walking around that he didn't notice, and so then the Flash shows up and is like, who did this? You turtle. Right? And so then they just have a turtle locked in the pipeline.
Get the shell out of here.
For years they'll like go up to the glass and be like, you're gonna tell us who you're working for.
And he's just like,
right? He's too tough to crack. We'll break through that shell eventually.
That's what turtles do.
Right. But yeah, and so then also the Arrow, he like trained on this island in like the South China Sea, which is where he got all of his skills, and then he has like a little jail there, right?
Yeah, he's got his own island, a prison island.
Yeah.
Where he's like, you know what, worst of the worst, I'm going to put him in that hole and never open up the hole again.
Yeah.
But who gave him the right?
Yeah. Yeah,
that's what we're debating today, guys. So should they have that, which we mentioned. Man, I don't know. On paper, it doesn't look good.
Yeah, I would say, it's been a while since I watched The Arrow, but from what I remember with The Arrow, it's a lot of like personal vendetta stuff. Like most of his big bad guys are like people who personally have it out for him for some reason.
That's true. Yeah.
Whereas the Flash is just people he comes across in Central City. He has, like, personal enemies that he's run into a lot of times. But, I don't know, for the Arrow, to me, it strikes me more as a, like, this is the most convenient for me and my family.
Yeah.
Whereas for the Flash, it's more of a, like, there's no other cell that could hold you.
Yeah, it's more of a necessity thing with Flash.
Yeah, because on the Flash, like, they do that for people because they can dampen their powers when they're in the cells.
Yeah.
So they're literally the only people in the city who could arrest these people and it mean anything. The Flash, he could kind of give that technology over to the police force and then they could imprison people, which is, I think, how it works in the comics because they have Iron Heights that they lock everyone up in.
Yes. In the Flash, right?
Yeah.
That's Iron. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because that's where his dad was for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Iron Heights.
I think I'm kind of okay with this. I don't think I honestly, if you think of it as like, oh, this isn't justice, just by the nature of what jails and prisons are like, being locked up in the Flash's super collider in like a pretty spacious little cell thing.
Pretty spacious little cell.
Well, it's still not going to be like huge, but they still have room in there.
Have you guys seen it? It's literally like a 6x6 square.
How big do you think prisons are? You don't have a massive room to yourself.
They're 8x10. It was really spacious. I could stretch out like a lot in there.
Right.
And I did.
My point still is, though, like, I think it's probably you're going to have a better time being in the Arrow or the Flash's jail than you would be in a, state penitentiary or private jail or whatever other place you might be thrown.
That's true. You're not going to get shivved.
Yeah.
And the food's probably better.
Yeah.
And people that take care of you actually care. Who takes care of them at the Arrow? He's just like, you're on this island, get in the cell. Like, you're never getting out. And he just leaves. And he comes back 2 years later and, like, they've always escaped.
He must have some kind of giant gerbil feeder inside of each of their cages.
Also, they're usually in good shape, too. So he's probably got a wheel in there, too.
By gerbil feeder, by the way, I mean some, like, the big food things that they have. Not like something that feeds them gerbils.
And as your punishment to my island, you have to eat gerbils.
Right. You'll have to eat gerbils through a straw.
Breakfast,
on the wall.
lunch, snacks, and dinners.
Gerbils.
Right. But you can have them in any form you want.
It just sounds like you're doing a breakfast commercial.
Like, yeah. Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time. That's pizza bagels. That's a 90s thing.
Gerbils in the morning, gerbils in the evening.
Gerbils at supper time. When gerbils are in a smoothie, you can have gerbils anytime.
Right. That could be something.
I don't want to drink this anymore.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with this, is my take. What's your take?
I don't think I'm okay with this.
No?
No. Who gave them the right? I know they have superpowers and they've done a lot of good, but that doesn't give them the right to do whatever they want. If they have the capability of holding these prisoners, they need to pass that off to the local authorities and be like, hey, we're going to help you customize a jail to hold them. Not us. Why do I want to do it?
Right.
Bull.
I just think they're probably better off in that jail.
I mean, they might be better off, but it's just, that's not the point.
Let's think of the kind of justice they might get elsewhere, where it's like,
okay, this 5 life sentences?
No, I just mean like handling it in a civilian court. Like, I mean, now in the Flash, people are pretty familiar with metahumans, but like early on, if it was just like, yeah, this guy killed his wife and daughter, it's like, well, they were in this room that was completely locked off in a house that he had no idea where it was, so I don't see how that's possible unless he can turn into smoke or something. And you're like, yeah, he can. That's his power. He's Smoke Man. He smokes things.
Yeah.
He's smoke. And then they're just like, I'm sorry, that's ridiculous. Sir, you're good to go. You can be free now.
No, I'm going to shoot him, and you'll see.
And then the guards take the cuffs off of him, and he's like, thanks, Your Honor, and he just turns into smoke and floats out of the room.
The cuffs were holding you together? So, like, well, steel is your weakness.
Yes.
The most common element.
Hey, everyone's got their weakness.
Not even all around you, just touching you.
Right.
If steel is touching you, you can't turn it into smoke. That's a good would you rather. Would you rather have a superpower that's super easy to, like, get, like, turned off or, like, whatever?
That would be interesting, having a superhero with a really insanely overpowered skill.
Yeah.
But then a really massive vulnerability.
Yes.
To, like, it would be really easy to stop them. Like, they can kill someone with a single look, but you can stop them with, I don't know.
Light.
With
light.
Yeah. Like
during the day?
If you just... During the day, they're weak. If it's at nighttime, you just shine a flashlight at them. Not even a special flashlight. You just shine a flashlight.
Any kind of light.
Yeah.
It's like the movie Darkness Falls. Scary movie. Watch it.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess we can go ahead and vote on this. I'm still going to say I think it's fine for them to have this. I don't think they're any less fair or any more cruel than our current system.
Okay, and I'm going to go with the fact that they have no right. They have no right to do this. And, like, I thank you for all your services, but you have no right.
You know they're not real, right?
Don't crush my spirit.
Okay. All right, well, let's find this out.
Do that. All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Boom! You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do whatever you want. And I know you know that already, superheroes, but you can't do this as well.
Okay.
All right, so today's Would You Rather is, would you rather for the rest of your life only play single-player games or multiplayer games? Is that beautiful and simple and elegant?
Life is a single-player game.
Unless you make it a multiplayer.
I don't know. You still play the first and last levels by yourself, if you know what I mean.
I mean, when you're born, someone's there. And when you die, that's just a roulette right there.
There's not necessarily someone there when you're born.
Where'd you come out of?
Well, imagine if your mother is in the back of a car with the back doors open.
Oh, my God.
Traveling at 70 miles per hour over a rubber road that can absorb impacts very well.
Yeah.
And at the exact moment of conception, you just fly out and she's already well down the road.
She like sneezes and
so from the moment you're in the world, she's already, like half a mile down the road.
Okay, well, we got sidetracked real quick.
Yes.
So rest of your life, single player games or multiplayer games? I know you're a huge fan of the not real world, but like world venture, like whatever it's called for Spider-Man.
Yes.
You like to just do the whole worldscape or something where you can travel around cities,
open world games.
Open world. Thank
Yes.
you. See, he's the fan of it.
Right.
You can explore the town and the cities and everything without a specific goal.
Yeah. Well, this isn't about goals or no goals. If anything, I would say multiplayer gaming is way more goalless.
That's true. A lot of it's just battling each other.
Yeah, whereas like a single player game, you're progressing through a story or levels at the least. I'm not a huge fan of multiplayer stuff because it's just usually not as interesting. When you have something where it's like, okay, you need to get this device up to the top of the hill to deactivate the rocket before Scorpion Man arrives with his army of laser wizards and they just take over all of the country. And you're like, okay, yeah, let's do this. And then you have something else where it's like, just run around until you see that guy and then hit this button. You're like, okay.
That's true, but those laser wizards are super hard.
Yeah, but they're fun to play against.
Yeah, until you hit Scorpion.
Yeah. I just feel like, playing multiplayer, and I'm thinking probably specifically here of like, Call of Duty or
like Halo.
Halo, yeah, where you're playing like deathmatch games. And, it's just, I don't see the excitement in it. It feels really repetitive. I could do without that, but there's too many good games that are single player only that I would have to pass up if I went with multiplayer. Like I would be able to play the Spider-Man game, and that's just not possible for me.
Yeah,
I'm just not in a position in my life where I can handle less Spider-Man.
I do know that about you. I know you do really enjoy playing games by yourself and going through the story. I really enjoy, and this is my answer, I really enjoy playing games with other people. I can't just sit and play a video game. Yes.
Love games.
So, all right, I will go with multiplayer game. I enjoy playing multiplayer games with people. We have game nights. Carter does not like to join often because he's like, it's like the same level like 30 times. It's like, yeah, because then we get to see who's best at it. He's like, yeah, no, there's no story. I'm like, I get it. See ya. So I'm going to go with multiplayer games.
You make it sound so much more contentious than it is. Yeah, I'm going to stick to single player games.
All right, good.
Well, okay. Well, today we found out that apparently just because you have superpowers or you have really good accuracy and can hit things, which really, like, being the Flash where it's like, Destiny gave me super speed.
Yeah.
I have the responsibility to use it. Versus the Arrow where it's like, I'm really good at, like, like hidden things. Like, I'm, like, on point. If I see a thing, it's like, I can hit that.
I got a wicked cool tagline.
That's my whole thing,
Pretty much it.
Right.
You have failed this city.
Anyway, we found out that they're not allowed to have their own jail cells or run their own prisons just because they're superheroes, which I kind of get in a way. It makes some sense.
You don't have to agree with the universe, just respect it.
Right. And then we also found out that Matt likes to play around with other people, and I prefer to stick to myself.
You like to play with yourself. Yep.
Right. Sure. Anyway, if you guys like today's episode, there's a lot of other episodes out there where we talk about other superhero things and other stuff that's fun in general. Some of them are even not fun, but we still make fun of them because that's what we do here.
And that's fun.
Yeah. So go check them out and let us know what you think.
Yes, but before you do, make sure you comment, like, and push that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future episodes.
Yep. And hire the Flash to deliver pizza so it's never late.
Ring the notification bell.
Hire the Arrow to win carnival games for you.
And always give your friend the sticky controller.
Mm-hmm.
And as always, IKAGA.
Yeah.